A lawless, violent place with no external authority, savage violence and struggles. Yeah, survival at all costs. Brutal, brutal stuff. This is the Penal Colony. Welcome. This is Check That Book, a place where we get acquainted with the most disturbing books ever written, mostly without spoilers. I hope. I try. The Penal Colony. It is one of the dystopian ones. Remember the Clockwork Orange? Quite a theme recently, especially now that we've done the comparison, the book versus movie. By the way, check out the link in the description. It's not a deep dive by any means. It's just basic comparisons. What is different in the movie? What is brought up? And what's not? What's left out? It's for all of you, those who read the book and are not afraid of spoilers. So yes, this one, The Penal Colony, is a dystopian novel. It is set in a brutal world created on the island off coast of near future Britain that hosts dangerous criminals. What a setting. We have our protagonist, Anthony, who gets convicted of murder, and, well, we follow him as he adapts to the conditions in this inhumane place, and we explore the themes of survival mainly and morality. We question a lot of what's considered moral or immoral, what it means to remain human in extreme conditions of, I would say, anarchy, which is why it made me think back on Anthony Burgess's The Clockwork Orange, not just the dystopian factor. Imprisonment and isolation can break people, and it usually does, but in very twisted, sick, fucked up ways. So, the Penal Colony, yeah, good one, really good one. It doesn't shy away from violence, so you get your fair share of that. But yeah, besides it being quite gruesome, it's more of a psychological, in a sense of what would you do in this type of situation? Again, we're back at it. I mean, don't commit murder, so you won't be sent to similar places, if they exist, and something tells me they do. But let's keep in mind that this is a dystopian novel. So if you're interested, if what I just babbled about sounded interesting, go for it, check it out. But now, let's get back to the real recommendation. We're going to quickly speak about Franz Kafka. Again, when user Captain Haddock 6435 had recommended I read In the Penal Colony, I mistook it for The Penal Colony by Richard Harley, the one I've just briefly talked about. But I was stupid. But again, I'm really, really thankful for this recommendation, because it turned out I could read two awesome disturbing books, instead of one. So thank you, Captain Haddock. Now, let's quickly talk about In the Penal Colony by Franz Kafka, which, yes, I agree, it's a brutal showcase of fucked up shit, and but with a reason. As I understood, it was supposed to bring some religious epiphany towards the end, but I tried. I really did. See for yourself. If you haven't read In the Penal Colony by Franz Kafka, go for it. It is a really short read, but screwed up nonetheless. It is disturbing. If I had to compare the two, The Penal Colony or In the Penal Colony, well, In the Penal Colony is a bit easier because it's shorter and you can get through the crazy stuff much quicker. And don't think of it too much, to be honest. I didn't get too invested because I quickly realized that this, again, is a bizarre Kafkian way of introducing you to the atmosphere and the characters, the world that is that he's created, and it's not really my thing, but since I'm familiar with it and I read quite a few of Kafka's works before, I was chill about it. Very briefly, so we have just 4 characters in this book, and the main the plot actually revolves around the condemned mainly, and his execution punishment, which is carried out by a certain machine. I'm gonna try not to spoil too much, although it's difficult. The machine was constructed by the colony's previous commandant, and there's been quite a few theatrical adaptations of said work, which sounds fucked up, and for that very reason, I really want to see him now. How the heck would you put this on stage? I mean, on film, yes, I could easily see it, and I'm pretty sure there are adaptations. But theatrical, well, that's even more. It makes one curious. How the hell do you do that on stage? Well, if you've seen a play in the Penal Colony or something like that, I mean, maybe they have different names. I've learned that in 2018 there's been a play called Franz Kafka Apparatus. Yeah, about that one. This is based off that story and based on that story. And wow, if you've seen it, I mean, maybe there's some of you guys out there who've seen it. There's not much to say about short stories such as these, especially Kafka's. Kafka is a complicated, complex writer, and not for everyone. But on the other hand, his stories are short, and you can survive the brutality. I'm thankful for the recommendation, and I'm glad I could read it. And as it turned out, I got 2 instead of 1 because of my own. I wouldn't say stupidity, but because I've been so all over the place lately that I immediately assumed it's the Penal Colony novel. So yeah, in this video, you guys got 2 introductions of 2 different books, and they're both fine. In my opinion, they're fine. Go for them. Check them out. I will not stop you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like disturbing content, consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb, and make sure to subscribe for more. I shall see you soon. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye for now.